we go. Here we go. Let me put my glasses on real quick. What's good, everybody, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Late for the Party on Anchor FM. I am your host, Melodious, aka Cover Boy, the Modern Marvel. That's right, and welcome to Late for the Party live on YouTube, you guys. Man, I know I've been off the radar for a little bit, but all the little ventures I've been getting onto right now, so I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. But I know I'm a little late for the party on one of the topics that I'm about to talk about right now. Oh man, and it's about WWE releasing Samoa Joe. And they let go of a lot of other people like Mickie James, the Iconics, which honestly, I don't know why the hell they broke them up in the first place for them to just flounder out and just for them to release them in the process, which is ridiculous. And honestly, I feel like most of the releases that they were doing, like especially like those like the three that I mentioned thus far, I think if anything, I think them hiring back John Laurinaitis is probably the reason why that even happened. Yeah, I think that was one of the major issues because releasing you, thank you for your hopefully everything on your future endeavors type bullshit. But I feel like with Samoa Joe, that's probably one of the biggest disservices that they actually done with any person that they've released on the roster, even for last year. And I know, word around the campfire that they're doing a lot more and pretty much and more so. So for them to let go of Samoa Joe, I feel like that was it was a bad call. I mean, they're sitting there saying that they probably released him because of like concussion issues and everything. But you have at WrestleMania, you had three wrestlers. You had Roman Reigns, Daniel Bryan, and Edge wrestling each other in one of the main events. And all three of them have major issue. Like, two of them came back from retirement, and one came back from like dealing with leukemia, and we're still relatively floating around in the pandemic. I mean, even though it's a little bit softer than it was last year. So, but I think just them letting go of Samoa Joe was like a big ass excuse. And like, considering that he is one of the best talkers on the mic, on promos, I mean, even in commentary, I mean, Samoa Joe is way better than fucking Michael Cole, and probably anybody else, or even Graves and all of them. You know what I'm saying? And then, you let him go. I mean, probably one of the best intimidating wrestlers too. I mean, if you want to sit here talking about Brock Lesnar or anybody on the roster right now, Samoa Joe is still probably one of the best intimidating wrestlers on the roster who could actually make it more viable. Like, this guy is a badass, you know what I'm saying? And you take that away. I mean, obviously, WWE is going in all kinds of directions to where, they're more in the entertainment than the wrestling side of things, because everything has to be wacky or, and it sucks because like he deserved a chance to at least hold either the Universal Championship or the WWE Championship. He should have at least had one or the other. I mean, granted, and he's wrestled folks like Brock Lesnar and Kofi Kingston for the title and whatnot, and he should have at least held it for at least, if you were going to just take it off of him, at least put it on him just to take it off of him as a placeholder or something. But just for him not to get the belt when he in many cases has the qualities that most of these wrestlers that they're looking for in the current wrestlers that they do have. I mean, hell, most of the wrestlers who have the belt right now can't even talk. You know, I mean, granted, Roman Reigns can, but you know, now it's kind of like it's not as frequent or it's not as witty as it would be if it was Samoa Joe. You know what I'm saying? I mean, keep in mind, like, that both current champions right now have mouthpieces. And honestly, Samoa Joe doesn't need a mouthpiece. You know what I'm saying? Samoa Joe could do it all on his own, you know? And, I mean, yeah, granted, he doesn't look like Roman Reigns, and he doesn't look like freaking, he doesn't look like Bobby Lashley, but, but you put the belt, but you actually put the belt at one point on Bray Wyatt. I mean, let's be real. Don't get me wrong, Bray Wyatt can talk, but this whole Fiend shit, that's another story. That's another story for another time. But I feel like they just done a disservice to freaking Samoa Joe, and it's messed up. It's really, really messed up. And, you know, but for right now, I feel like Samoa Joe, honestly, he's probably, I mean, whatever he does from this point forward, it's obviously going to be way better than how WWE treated him, honestly. And honestly, if he goes anywhere, I mean, it's his choice. Would he want to go somewhere? I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe AEW, possibly. I mean, but then, honestly, I think, like, maybe he just wants to take a little vacay and spend time with his fam and whatnot, and more power to him. I mean, right now, would you want to go to AEW right now? I mean, and to do something? I don't know. I mean, right now they got a plethora of cats from WWE that, you know, right now I think it'll be too much for AEW, just to cram him in just for right now. I mean, honestly, that wouldn't look right. I wouldn't want him to go back to Impact, because AEW is doing way better than Impact, even though they have this little collaboration and fusion going on with AEW, which, granted, I mean, it's kind of like, you know, it's too much stuff going on over there for him to just be plowed in right now. So, no. And I mean, I don't know, it sucks, dude. Because for one, Samoa Joe is one of my favorite wrestlers. Like, one of my top 5 favorite wrestlers. I mean, he's a badass. He knows how to wrestle. He knows how to fight. He knows how to make it look good. He knows how to talk on the mic. He knows how to be a heel. I mean, and he knows how to keep it in that lane. And they just took it away. Wow. WWE, you fucking up. You fucking up big time. I thought the hurt business was breaking up the hurt business. This is just as bad as them breaking up the hurt business like this. And honestly, I'm very, very disappointed. So either way, I'm going to get off the hook on that. So this is the word around the campfire, even though this is late as hell right now, but I just needed to get this one out there. So either way, you guys, this is Late for the Party on Anchor FM and Late for the Party live on YouTube. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and support the podcast and the YouTube channel. Also, you can check out all the cool Late for the Party merch, bam, on teespring.com. I think they're still calling it teespring.com right now. But either way, the links will be in the description once I upload everything to my social media and this video. So either way, you guys, I am your host, Melodious, a.k.a. Coverboy, the Modern Marvel, signing off. And as always, if you're going to be late for the party, turn it up to 11.